Hello guys, it is that panda guy. I'm here again with another video, and today we're going to be going over this tower defense, and I kind of wanted to talk to you guys and say I am sorry I haven't uploaded for the last week or so, but I've really been in a slump, a really bad mood, and I just wanted to apologize. And I hope you guys do understand. I really needed some time to myself, and I needed to feel a bit better. But yeah, I don't want to make this video about me. I just wanted to kind of mention that, and let's get into it. So right off the bat, you see these guys instantly swarm it, and I think it's because I don't actually know what happened here, but I think I basically was out of the island and I only had like one or two accounts sitting in this tower, right? It was Tins and Killer Tofu. And basically I saw this rally and I had already kind of given up on defending or kind of winning this, but I did kind of want the defense because I was like, why won't I just defend this, right? Like I'm gonna get better trades. I kind of just want to get the kills, get the content. So I started teleporting my accounts back into the island because they basically were in the home kingdom and they weren't in like island raid. And I had teleported a few in to make sure I could get full reinforcements. And I also want to mention that swarming a tower usually isn't good unless like there's a big tech advantage between the players. And I actually have a video where I do kind of swarm a tower for a bit and I back off because the thing is, although my alts aren't weak and they are generally stronger than a lot of accounts, let's say when you're facing a 50 might account versus a 70 million might account who generally probably has better research in them by a few leaves, when you're like swarming a tower, I feel like swarming a tower is pretty rough unless tech is either the same or you're generally like much stronger and you have really good field presence. And also like the troops in the tower are low, right? Because you're usually going to be taking pretty bad trades if the defender knows what they're doing. And they have generally, just like I said, good technology. Like it's so hard to swarm a tower and take positive trades. And that's why you see so many of these people taking such bad trades on swarming. Because the thing is, my main account isn't like the strongest. It's not max technology. But compared to anybody in, let's say, TBZ, I have better technology than any of them. I'm 90% sure. Maybe I'm wrong about like one or two players. It's possible because I do have a lot of troop might, which is 30 million. I actually have 30 million troop might right now, guys. And that's just like a long time of training. Second off, I also want to mention that this dude uses uh, Tom and Lewis, and I don't really know how I feel about the Lewis as a secondary. I do think the AoE kind of worked in a way because he did take a lot of AoE off my troops reinforcing, but it wasn't really enough to make the trades better, and it was only injuries compared to deads. And you got to consider like the fact that this dude is sending an infantry main hero, he's completely getting countered, or she, I'm sorry, like it's a she, but they were completely getting countered by attacking my Lewis here. And honestly, a good choice might have been canceling and setting a rider rally, but it's really hard because I feel like right now, or at least when this was recorded, there weren't really rider heroes that could do really good damage, especially if you don't spin, because like you need the Cath Cynthia duo. And now we do have the new rider heroes, which is Bella and another hero. So I do think that the balance might be a little bit better. So that's like something. Sorry guys, I had gotten a message and I had to cut it. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm pretty excited about that because I like to see how it really goes into effect. And I mean, Bella's skill is gonna be so good at melting like a base or something that you're targeting. And when you're really considering like something like this, she'd be a good, I guess, counter for Lewis in a sense. But it's also hard to say because I mean, like I feel like her skills are going to be really good at countering, let's say, Tom or Raygro. But the thing is, riders also get countered by infantry. So I'm not really sure how I feel about the whole like lineup. But I mean, I do think that Bella would probably excel in a sense because she's really going to be just melting Lewis a lot more than usually you would, as well as the fact that you're able to counter him, right? Because like you're going to need a good rally leader. And although we don't really know how good Bella might be as a rally leader yet because it's a new hero, it's interesting to see how that might work. So it's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, you guys get to just see me do like the longest rally defense ever. I mean, you guys saw that like 1 hour rally defense. This is nothing compared to it because I think it was only 16 minutes. I don't think I sped anything or cut anything. And basically, I didn't have time to switch accounts because I was actually going around on this Futz account and I was going around raiding people. I think I attacked a few people, and basically that's why you see it just staring from afar. And I'm clicking around on my PC. You guys might hear. I'm not sure if I play the audio, but I'm just clicking around on my PC nonstop. I'm trying to make sure I keep this reinforced while also trying to move maybe an account or two into the island raid because I mean I didn't have my PC up and this was pretty unexpected rally because I didn't really expect them to come for it. And I mean honestly I'm always down to defend a rally, especially on like a tower or something, because I find it really interesting and I think it's really advantageous to defend, be it troop trades as well as just being able to defend like infinitely number of marches compared to rallying somebody. So it's really much better on the defense part, I feel like. So it was really hard for these guys to kind of take good trades, right? And it kind of actually happened to us too, because I did a rally and I was actually goofing because I sent Peter and Hank. And honestly, I don't know what I'm thinking. Like, I don't have bad heroes. I should have known better. I should have sent like Lewis and somebody or something else. But I'm just stupid sometimes, right? Like, we all make mistakes. And I took terrible trades. And I'm going to be trying to do a video kind of just explaining my mistakes. Also, my dog Otis is with me right now. So if you guys hear anything, it is him. Sorry. I do I do finally have my Tom up to a generally good skill level, which is 5155 on his skills, meaning that his second skill is the only skill that isn't maxed out, and I am happy to replace my Raygro finally. Uh, I've heard a lot of debates about whether, it's better to defend with Tom as your main hero or to defend with Lewis, and I do get both sides, but I personally like Lewis better as a DPS. And I feel like Tom is, in a sense, like Raygro, to where Raygro, although he's really good at tankiness, he's not an insane damage dealer. So I don't really want to defend with, Tom as my main hero, especially when you consider the fact that I can have Lewis with garrison talents and I don't have to use him as a main hero on the field, and I can kind of interchange him as like a secondary to my Lewis, if you guys, or sorry, my Lee, because I use him as a secondary. So kind of just is more advantageous for me to just defend like that. I also want to mention that it's not like Artemis is weak. It's just like a generally bad situation for her. She got countered, and I think the rally was getting kind of minimal reinforcements. And like I said, swarming is so bad in a lot of situations unless it's really in your in your advantage, or you're at like a really good spot to swarm, right? And these guys just weren't in that situation, and they swarmed way too early. They swarmed in a bad situation, and this rally is just so low, and this is like why they're going to be taking even worse trades, because like a lot of this rally, even if they start getting reinforcements in like finally like late, let's say it has 500k troops before they finally get another batch of troops in it, right, which might bump it up to 750,000, etc., etc. Well, the point is like they're basically like taking half of the troops that we have and fighting like 1.5 million, for example. And it's just not like good, right? Like if you can't keep your rally topped off, it is not a good situation to be fighting in. This is why they should have just had all their marches sitting around. And I think they kind of understood that eventually. And that's why you guys saw it in the 1 hour rally. They actually had a lot more marches on standby and ready to reinforce, but they also still made a lot of mistakes there. And I mean, these guys still did a good job. It's not like they did poorly. And I do applaud these guys because, I mean, they tried their best and it was pretty fun. Like I think everyone had fun. And I mean, that's like the biggest thing about these like events, just having as much fun as possible. And I love taking good trades. Like, I don't know what to say. I love taking good trades. It hurt me when I rallied something and I took such bad trades because I'm a freaking doofus. But I mean, it's still good being able to hit it like this. Oh, this rally was painful though. Like, you guys see how small it is? Like, you guys can compare it to earlier in the video where it's a bigger, like, you see like the size is bigger compared to like now. It's such a small rally, and that's like what I always mention. Like, you want to keep a rally topped off. You don't want to be taking just bad trades or having a smaller rally against a bigger defense. It's just not smart. And I mean, they could have probably traded more even, at least like might wise. I don't know if they would have traded even in general because, one, I probably have a tech advantage. Also, I'm countering them, and then there's also the fact that we keep it topped off, right? Like, so it's just not really good for them. And honestly, I'm finally getting more tier 5 troops, so hopefully I'm able to fight better, as well as make sure like the reports are even better, because the thing is, you guys got to understand, I'm reinforcing with tier 4/tier 5, a lot of tier 4 in these reinforcements and stuff, because like a lot of my accounts, even though they're like 50 million, they've been spending such a long time I guess, right? Like I spent such a long time building these accounts, and even without tier 5, they've trained so many troops over a long period of time. And that's why you might see a lot of like 40 million players who at least spend actually might have tier 5 compared to me who at 50 million on my accounts is only upgrading my tier 5 now. There's tier 4 to tier 5. And I mean, I'm pretty happy because now almost all my main group of accounts, so I'd say about 6 or 7 of them, are unlocking and training up to tier 5. So it's pretty cool. And, hopefully that means the reports are going to be better because I did difference between troop tiers is pretty huge. That's why, like, it's definitely worth it to hit the next troop tier. And that's why I'm so excited for tier 6 because I really want tier 6. I'm so close and I've been grinding. I've been grinding for it and I just want to hit it. I'm at that last step. And one of my last researches I'm doing right now, which is one of the big ones, and I'm finally about to hit that like last step for tier 6. And I mean, compared to spenders, it's not easy to understand this sense of accomplishment, I feel, but it is a grind. It is a grind, especially if you're not spending. My VIP isn't even level 11 yet. I want those 2 relics. I just finally got my alts up to VIP 9, which is kind of sad because I could probably have maxed a lot more heroes by now if I had been upgrading their VIP, and I do recommend that because I had ended up upgrading their like battle center a lot more than I did over their VIP earlier out, and it was such a huge mistake that I regret even to this day. I mean, I probably missed out on maxing out like a hero or two, on each of those accounts, and it's pretty crazy to think about, especially after like a year or two. But yeah, I mean, I'm just babbling at this point. I'm just trying to entertain you guys, keep my voice, keeping the flow of the motion over here, ocean. Um, but yeah, I mean, I do show you guys the battle report at the very end here. So, I mean, you guys can stay entertained. I don't know what Darius was thinking. This dude attacked the rally like a madman. Like, I mean, attacking the rally isn't necessarily bad, but you have to like it's like the same as swarming a tower, right? Like unless your technology is as good or nearly as good, or you have like really good field presence swarming this thing, you are not going to be taking pretty good trades. Like no matter how low of troops it might be or how like the thing is this thing probably has a few 100,000 still, and Darius is probably like 20-30 million might compared to hitting a 70 million might player or 80 million rally. It's I just like I feel like only my main account and like my R4s could really be up to the job of swarming this thing. Also, this rally is gonna drop soon. I think they cancel it or it just fails. I think it might just fail, and it was not smart of them to keep it going for so long. Because honestly, when your rally starts getting low and you can't keep it full, you probably want to cancel. And I mean, I made the same mistake multiple times, um, just because I'm pretty bad at being smart. But think my dog just wants to keep interrupting me while I'm trying to record my video. He's a little poop. But I mean, you guys see Blue in the corner as well. This dude, I think, either was trying to stop me from teleporting, or I don't know what he was doing down there. Maybe he just wanted to stop Nine from getting marches in. And also, okay, so you guys know how I mentioned that I had been fighting earlier on my Futz account and I had been attacking people. So basically, I was kind of low on troops, or not low on troops, but well, I am low on troops. But I couldn't shield for a while, and that's why you guys didn't see me poured in. So guys, obviously you guys get to see me kind of hop from to Arch's base, and I, wasn't being smart here because honestly, they have Lewis on this rally, and although it seems minuscule, it's better to save as many troops as I can. So it probably would have been better for me to jump from Killer Tofu to Tins and then just reinforce it to make sure I didn't get hit with AoE. Because I mean, you guys see these AoE just dish outs constantly by this thing. So if I reinforce it, I'm probably going to be taking like maybe 5k injuries out of AoE. And I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it does make a difference. And it does end up adding up on my resources and the healing costs, and just healing in general. It's just pretty annoying. But I mean, that's the one reason Lewis works here, I think. But I don't know if Lewis was the best secondary. I mean, probably better to choose something for him. I don't actually know what I would choose in this rally. Like it's so hard because I feel like we're so limited on what choices we have. And I mean, I was being stupid. Like I literally feel so stupid because I rallied a tower earlier in in Island Raid with Peter and Hank, and I don't know what I was thinking. Like I literally don't know what I was thinking, and I mean, honestly, I can't even like knack at these guys because I was so stupid. But you guys see how small this rally is, and it's just like cancel at this point. Please cancel. You can kind of see the numbers on the screen, and it's just we're taking like 1 for 3s right now. Like we're taking 1 of 3 trades at this point. Like, oh, that is disgusting. That is just disgusting. And honestly, I'd love to see the report if I had Tom on the wall. Like, and it would make my job so easy because I go through so many accounts trying to reinforce this thing. And if Tom can keep it alive with his healing ability, that would make my job so much easier. And then I can be slower or move easier, like just in general, right? Like it makes my job so hard. And you guys should know the amount of refresh I felt from this rally finally ending. You guys see these trades, like you see the trade ratio. The heals were nearly like kind of more in favor of each of us being identical. But I mean, like you guys saw, we won the rally by far. And then these swarms, like even with an 80% return rate, it is not worth swarming to take trades like these. Like they should have stopped. And especially if they're going in one by one, like it's just not smart. It's not the choice that you're supposed to be going for. And I mean, I made the same mistake, so I can't really talk too much, but I thought it was more of an advantageous situation, which it was because I had field control and all that. And I don't know, I just wanted to kind of note on that. But I mean, this video is coming to an end, so I do hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for watching and peace out.